Roland and David Guetta when love takes over. Look, if this is your vibe, coming up at 8 p.m., we take a look at 8 of your favorite throwbacks. So start thinking of what you'd like to hear, and I could be jamming it for you. Ahead of this one, kicking off nights with Zweli this evening, Breaking Me, Topic, and A7S.
You're listening to another Unplugged session brought to you by Jameson Irish Whiskey. #Mix, don't mingle on 947.
So like I said at the beginning of the show, we're mixing, but we are not mingling. We are still in level 1 lockdown, and for a lot of people, it feels like things are more free. You're able to do what you want, not wear a mask, but no, Jameson Irish Whiskey, they're changing all of that. We're bringing a lot of awareness to the fact that we can still have fun while wearing our masks and making sure that we can control this pandemic. And I have got Beatrice Marfleet, very happy to have you, marketing manager of Jameson Irish Whiskey in South Africa at Pernod Ricard SA. How are you doing this evening?
I'm very well, thanks. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. You see, you are really following the rules. I mean, we're in studio. You can take the mask off just for the interview, Does that feel better?
A little bit, yes. Thank you.
So thank you so much for joining me. And, with #Mix Don't Mingle and Jameson Irish Whiskey in South Africa, I was driving the other day and I noticed a billboard in Braamfontein. And it had a Jameson Irish Whiskey bottle, and the bottle looked a little... So it's all super important, for brands and a big brand like you guys with Jameson Irish Whiskey to bring awareness to COVID.
Yeah, I think like you mentioned before, like now that we're in level 1, there does seem to be a little bit more relaxation in the air.
Yeah.
And we don't want our consumers and the people who consume our brands to get complacent, because all it takes is just a moment of forgetfulness and we get into trouble. So it's just using the power of our voice and the power of these big assets that we've got. We've got hundreds and thousands of eyeballs on these sites every single day.
Yeah.
And it's just a good reminder that wear your mask, be safe, keep it together,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, I've been to quite a few different events, where Jameson's involved. Sunday Rose, to name one of them. I know there's also, the Unplugged sessions next week as well. And Jameson's always really involved and entrenched within the musical culture in South Africa. And arts and culture as a whole aren't necessarily taken as seriously at times in South Africa. Why do you think for you as a brand it's so important, to...
So music, arts and culture has got a really powerful back then, and these are
giving away with #Mix Don't Mingle dining experiences at restaurants. So why are you doing this? How is it that you're doing it? Can you tell us more about it?
So we are a brand that lives in the restaurants, in the bars, in people's homes, and we know that with all the COVID restrictions, these restaurants in getting people back, giving away some really amazing dining experiences in Joburg, and all people have to do is...
Chatting to Kwesta and Belita Andre coming up in the next couple of moments, so we're going to get excited about that.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you. That's Beatrice Marfleet, the marketing manager of Jameson Irish Whiskey. Look, we're streaming live on Jameson SA's YouTube page, so go on over there. You could be one of the people that win one of these 3,000 rands dining experiences. It is all happening tonight on Nights with Zweli. Let's get back into your tunes with some Nasty C and Rolene. Coming up literally in the next 5 minutes, Kwesta, Dakar. He's in the studio, as well as poet Belita Andre. It's 947.
If you love Joburg,
947
Daybreak with Nick Explicit.
Yeah, I know it.
And the club on 947. CC James on 947.
Yonder MVP.
947 Drive with Tandor. You've made it to the You've made it to the weekend.
Now, your weekend is about to.
You've made it to the weekend.
Now, your weekend is about to get made. Kulisani.
On 947 Weekend Breakfast.
The 947
To an industry that was hit so hard by lockdown. That is the entertainment industry. That is why we are mixing and not mingling this evening. This is Lockenville and Sketchy Bongo 1947. Cold Shoulder. Head of this one, Jam some Nasty C and Rolene with SMA. You're listening to Nights with Zweli. And now we're stepping things up just a notch.
Working together to save lives and the economy. Hashtag Mix Don't Mingle with Jameson Irish Whiskey on 947.
So we've got unplugged sessions this evening on Nights with Zweli on 947, and you can get involved, my friend. 3,000 rands in dining vouchers. This could be you at one of your favorite spots in Joburg. Make sure that you're tuned in to Jameson SA, the YouTube page, and interact with us on social media if you want to be the winners. It's pretty simple. Use the hashtag Mix Don't Mingle, tag at 947 at Jameson SA, and you could be a winner. And we're doing all of this, celebrating some great South African music. And in the studio right now, I have got a legend and a future legend. First up, his name is Kwesta. You were first introduced to him just about a decade ago. Since then, he has got so many multi-platinum hits, so many South African Music Awards. I mean, it would be a joke to try and intro him because we'd be here forever. He is joined now by someone who's definitely on her way to being an icon. And we don't do this often. We are celebrating poetry. We're celebrating art in a different form this evening. I'm super excited to have them in the studio. It is Kwesta and Belita Andre on Nights with Zweli.
Yes, sir. We out here.
Yeah, how you guys doing this evening?
We good,
I'm
man.
good.
Yeah.
So far, good night. Yeah.
Very nice. Now, you
Yeah.
guys are going to jump on for a really cool unplugged
Yeah.
session with us just now. But I want to chat to you quickly, Kwesta. The last
Sure.
time we had a conversation must have been about probably 9 to 10 months ago. Lockdown had
Yeah.
just hit. We spoke a little bit on Top 40 about, the collaboration with Jameson.
Yeah.
How have you kept sane from then to now? Because we were a bit uncertain at the time as to how, the year was going to pan out.
Yeah, I mean, well, this collaboration helped,
Yeah.
It helped a lot, especially with the interaction that we managed to sort of establish with people that were also in their homes and me being at home, but somehow we made music together, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? So it really did help. But I mean, I'm generally an indoors guy, to tell you the truth, So the being locked in the house wasn't
Yeah.
the problem. The biggest problem was sort of making a living, and having money coming in,
Yeah.
So that was a big test of character and also of past relationships with money. It was really just that. But also because I have like a little sort of small little setup studio in the house,
Yeah.
I my frustrations are all in some mic,
Yeah.
some in the hard drive at home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And speaking of building character, I mean, do the kids help you build character? Because now you're at home 24/7. You're not escaping to go anywhere. You don't have performances. You don't have studio time all the time. So did that also help you build character, running around the house the whole
Yeah,
day?
I'm trying to stay here as long as possible. But, yeah, they do, man. I mean, no, the one kid is 8 now. She's a stress, because she's 8. And the one's 4 months. Well, she's new. She's kind of getting the hang of us, of faces, of
Yeah.
routine, of light, of
Yeah.
TV, So it's dope to watch. It's
Yeah.
actually beautiful to see, and it kind of does give me character because I learn also as I'm doing this. I'm not gonna sit here and say,
Yeah.
super dad, No, just learning that.
Yeah, and Belita Andre, I mean, you were born in South Africa, but you're of Nigerian and Namibian descent.
Yeah.
And do you think that helps you? You're a poet, you know what I mean?
I
So in
am.
terms of your worldview, your views of, I guess, societal issues and that sort of stuff, do you think that has helped you, build as well in terms of the content that you produce?
Definitely. I think the most important part of any art form is providing perspective.
Yeah.
And I have a lot of perspective from both sides of the family, culturally and just socially as well. Growing up in South Africa means
Yeah.
being exposed to a lot of South African trends and slang and just ways of being, which is it's not as strict as my family's background and their ways.
Yeah.
But just social interactions, the way people speak to each other, the way people regard each other, freedom, all of
Yeah.
does play into my poetry.
Yeah, and we're in the age of social media, and I can imagine that poetry is something that you've been interested in since you were young. And, you know, with social media being so huge right now, so many people are talking about different issues that maybe 10 years ago we weren't able to delve into because it might have been seen as too controversial, or maybe, you know, you don't want to upset people by talking about certain things. Has that helped you in your art?
I think what social media has done is provide a platform for us to speak about issues across generations.
Yeah.
Because we've always been aware about these problems. We just kind of kept it to a specific circle or our social group. But it's really helped give, like, our parents, our grandparents, our aunts, it's laid the foundation for speaking about issues that matter to us. And it just has everyone pausing and considering that maybe, you know, everything is not okay. Maybe we should talk about, you know, the social issues. I don't want to start naming things because then we have to unwrap.
We'll be here all night.
Yeah.
All right. If you just tuned in, you're listening to 947. It's Nights with Zweli. We've got unplugged sessions with Jameson SA, hanging out with Belita Andre as well as Kwesta. And Kwesta, I mean, you're a legend in the game, just in South African music. You've worked with so many. You don't believe that? Come on.
It's always tough to hear, you know, because it feels like, yo, you've done enough. Now let go. You know?
Yeah. But you've inspired so many people. You've inspired, I think, a new generation as well of artists. And now you get to work with another young artist. And what's it been like working with Belita Andre?
I mean, the whole thing, the whole sort of how we started with the Jameson collaboration, even last year, you know, was for that. It was to connect with different artists, you know. It was to connect with new artists and all of that, you know, and from Belita, you know, it's just a continuation of it's the one thing I love doing. You know, there's any artist who hasn't,
as they'd say, but you're sitting there, you're living your life casually. Call from Jameson SA. Kwesta's involved. One, what is the reaction? And two, what has it meant to you, rather, you know, being involved in this collaboration?
Very excited. I am very, very excited. I've been involved with a lot of poetry groups in Joburg, and the idea is building an industry of poetry as well, making room for poetry, getting poetry recognized. And it's a lot because we always have to prove our worth. We have to prove why we should be like sitting at the table of art and of what is consumed. So this is a really, really cool opportunity for me. I was very excited getting the call. that was very cool. I did try to just like listen, you know, and not just like lose my head. But it does mean a lot for me, and I know it means a lot to other poets as well, because it just paves the way. I know so many people trying to make a name for themselves doing what they love, and that's the most important thing. So I hope that I'm able to set an example with all of this.
So much perspective in the studio between Belita Andre and Kwesta. And listen, we want to hear this perspective now. So I'm going to allow you guys to jump onto the set for the unplugged sessions. And look, if you're at home right now, you better stick around. Coming up in the next 3 minutes, Kwesta performs live with Belita Andre. Make sure that you're streaming it on Jameson SA's YouTube page rather. You can also go over to 947.co.za. And if you want to win, hashtag Mix Don't Mingle at Jameson SA and at 947 on Twitter. It's all going down.
Remember to always hashtag Mix Don't Mingle with Jameson Irish Whiskey on 947.
The hits you love.
All the hits. 947 loves you. She's not just a girl from Joburg. She's the answer to, so where to?
Let's go. Every weekday from 3 to 7 p.m. 947 Drive with Tundra.
The best route to the
Ours to you.
What's up, everybody?
Artist. Yo. And drive with 3 till 7.
7.
Mama V is the specialist, and with zero setup and no minimum max. She upgraded her business with payment devices that made making and receiving payments so much easier.
Can I tap? You can touch, tap, swipe, and even insert, babes.
Even her clients with international cards can get the best hairdos. Search VodaPay Max. Vodacom Financial Services. Everyone connected.
Always making a plan to get the job done? Why circle? Join us at Chamberlain's for our Easter promotion and get incredible deals on all things DIY. From 19 March until 11 April, we're simplifying DIY with amazing offers on a wide range of tools and gardening equipment. Plus, with 10% off all Chamber Value paint mixing, you can decorate more than eggs this Easter. Hop down and experience our famous service, expert advice, and amazing DIY deals. Chamberlain's, famous for hardware since 1903.
Ballin Properties is taking luxury lifestyle living to the next level by introducing the luxurious signature collection at the Polo Fields in the exclusive Waterfall Precinct. Embrace a bold new look with these 2 and 3 bedroom luxury chic apartments. The Polo Fields has an award-winning state-of-the-art lifestyle center which includes a gym, squash courts, cinema room, restaurant, boardroom and more. On show every Wednesday, Saturday and Sunday. For more info, visit baldwin.co.za.
Instead of wheeling your car and getting a great price, you sold it to your girlfriend on the cheap, who's now your ex-girlfriend, and she's keeping the dog. Face it, selling your car sucks. Rather wheelie it. Simply load your car onto wheelie.co.za and let thousands of dealers fight for it, because your car is worth more, and so's your love life. That's wheelie.co.za. It's simple, fast, and safe. Don't just sell your car, wheelie it.
Mix, don't mingle, wear your mask and stay safe while we're out here working together to save lives and the economy. But just because we're on level 1, it doesn't mean that COVID is gone. That's why Jameson Irish Whiskey and 947 want you to mix, don't mingle, support local business, drink responsibly and socially distance. It's all going down right now, so catch it live on 947.co.za. And then tomorrow, hit Jameson on Twitter at JamesonSA to stand a chance of winning amazing prizes. Hashtag mix, don't mingle on 947. Not for persons under the age of 18. Enjoy responsibly.
In a 10-second kiss, an average of 80 million bacteria are exchanged. Gross. We've all heard some pretty random facts in our lives, and Loyiso Gola's Unlearning, now streaming on Netflix, will be tackling these truths and untruths in the most hilarious ways. Now, 947 is giving you the chance to have yours dissected by Loyiso Gola himself. So, if you've tweeted us your truths and untruths, catch the 947 Drive with Tando weekdays from 3 p.m. where Loyiso Gola will be shedding some light on facts and fiction live on air. It's Loyiso Gola's Unlearning, now streaming on Netflix with 947. Working together to save lives and the economy. Hashtag mix, don't mingle. With Jameson Irish Whiskey on 947.
All right, you've been waiting for this. The Unplugged Sessions with Jameson SA on 947. Make sure that you are streaming us live. You can watch what we're up to in studio. 947.co.za. And don't forget, hashtag mix, don't mingle on social media. Without wasting any more time, ladies and gentlemen, Kwesta and Belita Andre.
Still the same song. I say power to the people. And my gas here, fire up the diesel. Our stars, we gon' triumph over evil. Samba bansi, stabilize impilo. Yena manje, sele tito. Mama saga, stabilize isimo. Ne account even jenga labo zero. Ne salgwazi, siveze nasizinyo. Naganjani, no way, angekulume velero. Ngisekhoneni ngishare loose namagenge. coconut musukung namatela kohlwa jali lobuta kathema nangempela inawubona ngasho uzobhadala what you owe namhlanje roadblock ubhayikol namhlanje ayafuni kuzwa store namhlanje say power my people my father my leader my mother my teacher my brother my keeper say my sister my healer my Sarafina Baba wami my leader empower my dreamers every other day we up in that envy. Luma got big, and everybody cares till it stops trending, and that's why lady in my nightmares and the friend I got daily. Velesia and that's for begging. You selling our streams, but I went on my tangy, and all I really want is true freedom. Pushing, panding, eating, non, and that looking like school fees, dog. Food, examining, pushing, power, my people. My father, my leader, my mother, my teacher, my brother, my keeper, my sister, my leader, my Sarafina, Mama Wami, my leader, empower my dreamers. Tati Kamba, there's a fire in the ghetto. Look shit down, jumps up, Palazzo, still the same song. Down to Soweto, every ghetto, Takiero, Tati Kapa, there's a fire in the ghetto. Smoke up the level of Madama Sipeo. $0 Tando and remain strong. That's the ghetto.
That's the new one, Fire in the Ghetto. Make sure you go get that. Let's remind you of some other stuff, though. Let's get it.
If you love Joburg, 947 loves you. 947.
Kushenye sound siyawa kumnandi khophuke dust kanti ngoba ongathukisa ngihamba nezami owachoose macala ugadi for vibe insimbi nayasho busy ngebar sifithiza ibar tikdabukisa i-VIP yami sijiva nabantu sikhipha amajazz uyalazi udaba sing it for the vibe. Sing it for the vibe. Hey, Ugati for the vibe. Why? for the fire. I was tilly. Yes, I'm not like Billy D. Oh, my word, man, like Billy. Hey, 90 kilos, I'll try back at Tilly. Yes, I'm gonna go, I'm Tilly. I will tell her I can't believe it. We are moving, I'm telling you, you can't walk in my shoes. And I'm telling you, but you got dinner issue. But so I say, come in again, my way. She's over my dancer, see I've been again. Pushing this out, this is how I go, man. Kupugi dance, ganting over, ongatubisa. Mamba neza, oh I choose my club. Okate for vibe, nzimbi na ya, short busy neighbor. Sweet easy bar, tabugisa, VIP ya. Strive na band, just keep on my chance. We are last down, sing it. Sing it, sing it, sing it for the vibe. Sing it, sing it, sing it for the vibe. Got it for the vibe. What? Sing it for the vibe. Ngicela uthele out here. Ngicela uphele kungavala. Ngicela ungiyele la ibhawu bacela ukuthi ngicela nje ukudelela vibe. Manje simemeza ika 24, 48 ngenza phela namhlanje. Rule, make it Jesus. Do querer zungani. Wena ngibhala namanje. Lentwana le kubi swenge flame. Bebathi kasa kwadani. Abafana bamkhipho change. This how I go mnani. Kubuke dance. Kanti ngoba ongathubisa. Mamba nezam. Oh I choose my club. Ukati for vibe. Nzimbi na ya. Short busy neighbor. Sweet easy bar. Tabugisa. VIP ya. Strive na band. Just keep on my chance. We are last with them and sing it. Sing it for the vibe. Sing it, put it, sing it, put it, sing it for the vibe. Got it for the vibe. Oh, sing it. Oh, I choose my club. Got it for the vibe. Binaya, should be singing back. Sweet easy back. Jabu. Yeah, love you. Sing it for the vibe. Sing it for the vibe. Got it for the vibe. Baba, sing it for the vibe. This is where our sister Belita did something special. A song that's special to me, a song that's hopefully special to you guys at home. I'm gonna call her on, and she's gonna do something real special towards the end, and it's gonna work. Let's do it, Spirit. Ongafuna ukusuka siyamgudla uyazi vele siyabududula nefuthi nesigubhu uzikhuthuza amagubha khalabani ukhala ngani umtshala phana uhlala namanana phansi uphalafala ujakalasa ukhalakatha inja igazi ufatama entwana yami bayebo uthini kade awaziwa lelokishini ayi wena sting sasesentini elithi phethu wale erhonjisa umtshala igasi chili phethe ezinye zamngele sikhinile soxova kwasangeke chilile awuphela nezangisibhekezele bheka we go 1 2 digits ayi wena we say 1 2
m'appelle Moya ça, m'appelle Moya si tu want. 2, 3, spirit. I'll get your ass. Let's get your ass, let's get you want. 2, 3, spirit. Yes, spirit. Ah, yes, spirit. Let you feel the look shit. Psyche with the text. Jokes in my side, oh, I remorse things. Oh, I will. Let the young magenta stocks up in binge, 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 spirit. We say 1, 2, 3, spirit. I'll get your way. I'll get your way and I'll get you 1, 2, 3, spirit. I play the more yourself. I play the more yourself. 1, 2, 3, spirit. Yes, spirit. Ah, yes, spirit. One more time, back. Let me take a little shitty. Psyche, belly, taxi, job. Sai toi di se masaba si Ari mostetti Mohota Lene ya magenta stopsi Ababa stetti jo Bati Sati engaski Ladies and gentlemen Belita Andre.
To step out of a dream and sip on solitary light, settling cloth between us. As a fabric wall, the people speak in faces that shift, content with dancing, the caress of new minds tugging and textures and music and time. Loyal and vivid in liquid strides. So on the incessant question of survival. Regard your life as a lesson and not a rival. When your chin grazes the belly of a cloud returning sight to the horizon, do not cover the eyes that see, make wound of the mouth that speaks. If your body calls for it, make room and breathe. Other ways peek out to teach each other, break bread in chambers of thought, a road clear. If you are willing to gather, and prevent the unseen war, prevent the unseen war.
Ladies and gentlemen, Belita Andre.
Thank you very much.
Don't forget, we don't mix. We don't mingle, we mix. We mix, we don't mingle. Thank you very much. Shout out to Jameson. 947's always home. Appreciate y'all.
Oh man, that is Kwesta and Belita Andre on 947. Woo! Yes, it's the Unplugged Sessions with Jameson SA. Look, for more of this, go onto their YouTube page, Jameson SA, and you'll get all of the info. Follow them on Twitter as well, at Kwesta Dakar. And Belita, very quickly, just run this side, quickly run to a mic over here. I need to chat to you just for a hot second, because we need your details, we need your social media, we need to know how to get to you, we need to know how to interact with you, because that was phenomenal.
Thank you. Thank you
So,
very much.
social media handles, where do we catch you?
I am Belita Andre on all social media platforms.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, one word, just like that.
Yeah, Belita Andre, yes.
Oh man, cannot wait to see what else you two have got cooking up. Thank you so much.
Cool, thank you very much.
Very nice. Look, that's how we're going to wrap up our Unplugged Sessions. But look, it doesn't end here for you. Use the hashtag Mix Don't Mingle, tag at Jameson SA on social media, and you could be winning big. Yes, it's level 1 lockdown. It doesn't mean we need to stop wearing our masks. And Jameson, they are driving that message home with us.
Working together. You've made it to the weekend.
Now, your weekend is about to get made. Kulisani
On 947 Weekend Breakfast.
The 947 Top 40
With Zweli. Tully B Weekends on 947. 947 New and Exclusive with Ayanda MVP.
You know I got this right.
Chris Beats is on the 947 Block Party.
Nick Explicit on 947. 947.
Pull up for the weekend.
If you love Joburg, 947 loves you.
It's a new look 947.
Daybreak.
Daybreak
With Nick Explicit.